Conscious Heart Connections and Show Up Stand Out presents Len Histon with the wisdom game, EQGrow. Let's play.
This came to me in a series of dreams. 2 years before my Subway store failed. I started meditating, and it was just as I started to meditate, and we were building this house, and my wife at the time was designing the house. Where's the game room? She said, what do you want a games room for? I said, play games. And she said, what games? I don't know, games. So anyway, next morning, about 4 o'clock in the morning, I had this dream. And what I actually saw was this. And I thought, what a bloody good idea. Spin, choose a person to be it, and they're the boss, and what they say goes. Then that person spins again. Whatever number it lands on, game 25 is the game they play. I had this idea and I thought, what a great idea to make some money here. Right? That's truly what I thought. Initially thought, yes, have some fun with my kids and my family, but more so as a commercial idea. And just to get kids away from computer games, get them away from TVs and all that sort of stuff. So I sat with this idea for 2 years. After the Subway, after the franchise, I had a license for those 2 stores, Los Angeles, and then they pulled out the license agreement. I went into Subway. When I went to the US to do my Subway course, I called my wife and I said, we've done our money. They aren't set up for Australia, and it took me 3 years trying to save it, and it didn't. So everything fell apart. And then when the marriage fell apart, I remember driving past the school, the kids' school, and looking at the school thinking, strange setup. They look after the kids, teach the kids. I earn the money, she looks after the house. This is me and my ignorance. I thought, seems to work. And that's what I thought life was about then. But when the marriage failed, and I only got access to the kids every second weekend, I noticed the changes, the breakup in the relationship. The effect it was having on my children, on their attitude, their behaviour and everything. And I was quite desperately trying to reach out as feeling like a father to try and reconnect with them. And also feeling like a father to try and show them things that I kind of knew, didn't really know I knew. And so one day, out of absolute frustration, I threw a rough version of this game together. And I have to say, from that very day, I felt like someone came and waved a magic wand over us. And that relationship that we developed from that time on still stands today. Then we started playing it socially. We went into different schools and universities and one thing after another, and found that when played regularly, it helps them to better understand themselves and to find calmness. Right? So there's no put downs even in fun. I really encourage you to fail on every activity here. Do not worry about whether you get it or not. Some of these activities, you're going to be doing them for the first time. You can't be expected to master them immediately. I had this idea through my entire childhood that if there's something came along that I couldn't do, I felt inferior. And I don't know if anyone else has experienced the same sort of thing. And I find that with everything in life, I need to learn it. Now, to go from one extreme right to the end, with the dreams, there was a whole series of dreams, and the dreams have continued through the years. And through this whole process, I keep learning. I'm thinking, this is just magic. Started off me thinking this is just magic. Then it went into, this is about life skills, connecting. And then I went to, this is about emotional intelligence. It came about, this is about learning to self-regulate. So, and I'm thinking that I've got it with emotional intelligence, that's it. And on Monday, I had a dream. In the dream, it said to me, study the pineal gland. One thing that most happens with anyone that regularly plays this, they become very peaceful in nature, and they have a capacity to better use their intelligence, much better. So from now on, I'll just try and talk as little as I can. Let me just take you through the playful experience. My challenge tonight is to make you feel safe, just to have some fun. If you make a mistake, tough luck. You know, that's just the way that we learn. We humans learn through a process of trial and error. I think we undervalue play.